When I think of Tame Impala's The Slow Rush, I think of
coronavirus outbreak.
Unemployment skyrockets. Heightened states of emergency across the nation.
This album came out on February 14th, 2020. Remember that time?
There was trouble in the world we didn't know.
The whole period between January 1st and March 20th of 2020 is a total blur to me. Revisiting The Slow Rush 5 years later means revisiting that time period 5 years later. You know what makes the timing even crueler? The Slow Rush was made for crowds, for festivals, for people coming together. In my opinion, this is the first Tame Impala album made for dancing. Not to say you can't dance to Elephant or Less I Know the Better, you definitely can. I can even throw it back to She Just Won't Believe Me, if you allow me. But you put on Borderline, or Breathe Deeper, or Is It True?
She just said, is it true? Is it true? Tell me now. It's a promise.
Come on now, the difference is immediate. But it's not like Kevin had just become the Bee Gees all of a sudden. I mean, for one thing, the Bee Gees are 3 guys, and I don't know if you know this, but Tame Impala is actually just 100 effects pedals in a trench coat. Kevin had become a beast of a producer and engineer across his previous projects, and The Slow Rush maintains that same attention to detail, especially on the more dense tracks like Posthumous Forgiveness. Pop quiz, did Kevin Parker use the original Teletronics LA2A or the 1999 reissue? You have 2 seconds to answer. There's an alternate timeline where COVID never happened, Tame Impala got to tour The Slow Rush in 2020, and Kevin became a real boy instead of the effects pedals in a trench coat. But I feel an off-kilter comfort when I listen back to The Slow Rush, because that whole time period felt like a slow rush. Hell, the past 5 years have felt like a slow rush. How dare I be 5 years older than I was at this point 5 years ago? Very rude of biology. Eventually, that early 2020 uncertainty faded. It took a while, but we got to do things again. And Kevin did get to tour these songs and share them with the world.
Thank you guys, thank you so much. So fucking happy we made it back here. I'm so fucking happy we got to do this. I can't wait to do it all over again and again and again and again with you guys.
Have you listened to The Slow Rush recently? Let me know what you think of it 5 years later.